Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's newsletter. We've had some feedback that indicates that some people prefer the video version of this and some people prefer to read it. So this week we're providing you with both. The last 6 weeks has been a time unlike any other in the history of schooling, as we've moved from on-site to remote learning. I guess as we did this, we were uncertain about many things. We wondered whether it was possible to maintain continuity of learning. We wondered whether the internet would crash. Would there be differences in how year levels coped? Would students with differing achievement levels be able to cope well with the change? We wondered how teachers and students would respond without the relational dimension of teaching. And I guess we still don't have conclusive answers to many of those questions. But I think there are some observations we can make regarding what remote learning has been like for us all. The first thing, and perhaps the most impressive, has been how well students have adapted much faster than we expected, and they have used the technology pretty seamlessly. A key outcome of this ability to adapt has been students taking on additional responsibility for their own learning. Whether this is a permanent or a situational change remains to be seen, but if we can make sure that it's permanent, it will certainly improve long-term learning outcomes for our boys. We also learnt that remote learning and remote teaching is really hard. Boys found that you need to be disciplined with your time, you need to have coping strategies, and you need to be self-reliant, resilient, and learn how to collaborate really well with others. We learnt that some students have thrived learning remotely and have really enjoyed not having to navigate the social complexities of school life. We also found that most students have really missed school. They say they miss each other, but I think they also miss the incidental learning, the relationship development, and the modelling and the development of culture and values that can't be fully replicated online in the way that academic learning can. We learned it's possible to teach an old dog, or indeed a dinosaur, a new trick. Those of us more experienced teachers who learned our craft when technology was a blackboard, an overhead projector, perhaps a Roneo machine, were able to cope with the new technology pretty well. We found that teachers are wonderfully adaptive, and most of us achieved capability, if not mastery, with new technology and software, some of which we'd never heard of before, and we were able to do so in a matter of days. And I guess the final thing about remote learning is that with our return to face-to-face teaching next week, the new normal should not be like the old normal. The notion of anytime learning has offered enormous potential for learning and responding to creative impulses wherever and whenever they occur. And we really should see students being less reliant on the classroom and the teacher for knowledge and problem solving. And I guess we'll be looking to support that back at school by prioritising strategy and direction to students as opposed to simply knowledge and problem solving. We're really looking forward to having our VCE and VCAL students back on site next week, and we are excited about the changes we expect to see in their approaches to learning. There are some more communications that will be coming out prior to students resuming. In the same way that we were unsure about many aspects of the last 6 weeks of remote learning, there are some aspects about the return to on-site classes that we're still not sure about. We're confident we've thought through every eventuality, but no doubt there'll be challenges we'll need to work on together to overcome. But provided we stick to the basics and use common sense, we should be safe at St Joseph's. We are emphasising to boys individual hygiene and prioritised physical distancing. Could I finish by simply thanking everybody for your cooperation during this very difficult period of online learning. Of course, our Year 7 to 10 boys still have 2 weeks of it remaining, and we hope that that continues to go well. So thank you to everyone for your support, And we are very much looking forward to getting back to on-site learning next week. Thank you.